have spoken it, says the Adonai Elohim. And I will send a fire on the land of Russia, and among them that dwell carelessly in the isles, and they shall know that I am Yahweh.
That's Great Britain and all them countries around in there, right? He said, I'm going to send a fire upon Magog and upon y'all in the islands, right? Go here, brother.
These countries that make up those islands, right? Britain, Scotland, and Ireland.
I don't know, man. I ain't no Gentile.
There are four countries that make up the United Kingdom. Okay. And that's England, Scotland, Ireland, and Wales.
Wales is a country?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Appreciate that, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
Yes, sir. Verse 7. So will I make my holy name known in the midst of my people Israel, and I will not let them pollute my holy name anymore, and the heathen shall know that I am Yahweh, the Holy One in Israel. Behold, it is come and it is done, says the Adonai Elohim. This is the day whereof I have spoken. And they that dwell in the cities of Israel shall go forth and shall set on fire and burn the weapons, both the shields and the bucklers, the bows and the arrows, and the handstaves and the spears, and they shall burn them with fire 7 years, so that they shall take no wood out of the field, neither cut down any out of the forest. For they shall burn the weapons with fire, and they shall spoil those that spoil them, and rob those that rob them, says the Adonai. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto God a place thereof graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers, and there shall they bury Gog and all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hamon God. And 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them.
Hold up, bud. Okay.
Verse 11. And it shall come to pass in that day that I will give unto God a place thereof graves in Israel, the valley of the passengers on the east of the sea, and it shall stop the noses of the passengers, and there shall they bury Gog and all his multitude, and they shall call it the valley of Hamon God. And 7 months shall the house of Israel be burying of them, that they may cleanse the land. Yea, all the people of the land shall bury them, and it shall be to them a renown the day that I shall be glorified, says the Adonai Elohim. And they shall sever out men of continual employment, passing through the land to bury with the passengers those that remain upon the face of the earth, to cleanse it. After the end of 7 months shall they search, and the passengers that pass through the land, when any seeth a man bone, then shall he set up a sign by it, till the burials have buried it in the valley of Hamon God. And also the name of the city shall be Hamona. Thus shall they cleanse the land. And thou, son of man, thus says the Adonai Elohim, speak unto every feathered fowl, and to every beast of the field, assemble yourselves and come, gather yourselves on every side to my sacrifice, that I do sacrifice for you, even a great sacrifice upon the mountains of Israel, that you may eat flesh and drink blood. You shall eat the flesh of the mighty, and drink the blood of the princes of the earth, of lambs, and of goats, of bullocks, all of them fatlings of the sheep.
He's talking about people and nations now. Go ahead and read.
Verse 19. And you shall eat fat till you be full, and drink blood till you be drunken, of my sacrifice which I have sacrificed for you. Thus you shall be filled at my table with horses and chariots, with mighty men, and with all men of war, says the Adonai Elohim. And I will set my glory among the heathen, and all the heathen shall see my judgment that I have executed, and my hand that I have laid upon them. So the house of Israel shall know that I am Yahweh, their Elohim from that day and forward. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them, and hid my face from them. Therefore thus said the Adonai Elohim, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name, after that they have borne their shame, and all their trespasses whereby they have trespassed against me, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. When I have brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' land, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am Yahweh their Elohim, which caused them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Neither will I hide my face any more from them, for I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, says the Adonai Elohim.
Okay, my brother, Revelation 19 and 20 through chapter 20 and verse 6. Revelation 19 and verse 20 through chapter 20 and verse 6.
And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet that wrought miracles before him, with which he deceived them that had received the mark of the beast, and them that worship his image. These both were cast alive into a lake of fire burning with brimstone.
Two people, right? Go ahead, brother.
Verse 21. And the remnant was slain with the sword of him that sat upon the horse, which sword proceeded out of his mouth, and all the fowls were filled with their flesh. And I saw an angel come down from heaven, having the key of the bottomless pit and a great chain in his hand. And he laid hold on the dragon, that old serpent, which is the devil and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years, and cast him into the bottomless pit, and shut him up, and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more, till the 1,000 years should be fulfilled, and after that he must be loosed in little sea. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahshua, and for the word of Elohim, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they live and reign with the Anointed One 1,000 years. But the rest of the dead lived not again until the 1,000 years were finished. This is the first resurrection. Blessed and holy is he that hath part in the first resurrection. On such the second death have no power, but they shall be priests of Israel and of the Mashiach, and shall reign with him 1,000 years.
Once the Messiah comes and put down all rule upon the earth, then it's one more thing has to be done. You see, it's going to take 7 months to bury all the dead that's going to be up on the earth, but let's go and pick up some things that's going to happen, that's got to happen, that's going to bring Israel back to the land. Leviticus chapter 25, and pick that up at verse 1, my brother. Leviticus chapter 25 and verse 1.
And Yahweh spake unto Moshe in Mount Sinai, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you come into the land which I give you, Then shall the land keep a Sabbath unto Yahweh. 6 years thou shalt sow thy field, and 6 years thou shalt prune thy vineyard, and gather in the fruit thereof. But in the 7th year shall be a Sabbath of rest unto the land, a Sabbath for Yahweh. Thou shalt neither sow thy field, nor prune thy vineyard. That which grows of his own accord of your harvest you shall not reap, neither gather the grapes of your vine undressed, for it is a year of rest unto the land. And the Sabbath of the land shall be meat for you, and for your servant, and for your maid, and for your hired servant, and for your stranger that sojourneth with you, and for your cattle, and for the beasts that are in your land, shall all the increase thereof be meat. And thou shalt number 7 Sabbaths of years unto you, 7 times 7 years, and the space of the 7 Sabbaths of years shall be unto thee 49 years. Then shalt thou cause the trumpet of the Jubilee to sound on the 10th day of the 7th month. In the day of atonement shall you make the trumpet sound throughout all your land.
So on the day of atonement, the Mashiach is going to blow what? The trumpet of the Jubilee, and that is the signal for all the children of Israel to come back to the land. And when you read the prophet Isaiah, he told you that the people are going to bring, the strangers going to bring Israel back up on the land on mules and leaders, on swift beasts, anywhere they can get them back up there. So then you take your people so we can have some blessings. But go ahead and read, brother.
Verse 10. And you shall hallow the 50th year, and proclaim liberty throughout all the land unto all the inhabitants thereof. It shall be a jubilee unto you, and you shall return every man unto his possessions, and you shall return every man unto his family.
Okay, my brother, I don't want to go no further than that. So as we see, Mashiach came, Mashiach saved his people, and began to set up a righteous government upon this earth that's going to last for 1,000 years. The question is, do you really want to be a part of that, or do you prefer to get your roses right now while you can still see them? Whichever it is, Yahweh is going to have judgment without mercy upon those who have shown no mercy. But let us hear the conclusion of this matter. Psalms chapter 32 in verse 1 through verse 11.
That Sabbath you're speaking about, you can check it out also in Hebrews when it said they remained a Sabbath for the people.
There remains a Sabbath of rest for the people. And it's the Sabbath of the Jubilee. That Jubilee will last 1,000 years. And then Lucifer was going to be let out of the bottomless pit for 3 months. And then after that 1,000 years, then he's going to go to the 4 quarters of the earth to gather the same folks that he brought up there in the beginning, Gog and Magog, but it ain't going to be no fight this time. When you read the Songs of Solomon, it told you that it said, my beloved is in the city. He's looking through the lattice of the windows. What is he looking at? He's looking at these armies coming up there. And what's going to happen? The sky's going to open up and fire's just going to come down and devour them. That's when the people of the earth will be standing in space. You don't stand in space unless you're a new creature now. They'll be standing in space. This earth here will be lake of fire. The people will be transferred to that new heaven and new earth, and this lake of fire, everybody will be raised up that's dead, and the white throne judgment will set, and everybody that's raised up will be thrown in that lake of fire. You ain't got no business being dead once Mashiach come back and stand on the Mount of Olives. Psalm chapter 32, and pick that up in verse 1, my brother.
Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom Yahweh imputeth not iniquity, and whose spirit there is no guile. When I kept silence, my bones waxed old through my rowing all the day long. For day and night thy hand was heavy upon me. my moisture is turned into the drought of summer. I acknowledge my sin unto thee, and mine iniquity